Such a tiny little beast. Here are some tips and tricks how to make your Osmo action footage look a little bit more cinematic. Let's start with the settings. The first thing to do is to turn on your grid lines. Those will help you frame your shot and make the rule of thirds easy to apply because you can see directly where all those meaningful crosses are. 4K 50 frames rocksteady on is usually my setting of choice. That doesn't mean it's the best one or the most stable one, it just means it works best for what I'm doing. I highly recommend trying out different settings for your work and see what suits you best. Changing your color profile from normal to decinelink will give you way more freedom when it comes to color grading. If you're not a fan of a fisheye look, turn on dewarp. That crops in a little bit, but you lose those edges and it looks more like from a real camera, not an action camera. Pay attention to white balance. If something looks too cold or too warm, it's totally off. So just tweak it a little bit to one side or another until you're satisfied. Try to keep the shutter twice the FPS and the ISO quite low. I know this isn't always possible without ND filters, so don't worry if you have to tweak your shutter. Just try to stay as true to your settings as you can. The good thing about an action camera is that it's very small and you can do so many creative things with it. Just try out different angles, put it as low as possible, maybe as high as possible, maybe you put it somewhere in or somewhere outside, I don't know, just get creative because this thing fits in so many places. One thing that isn't camera related but will help your footage look more cinematic are black bars. You know those from movies and it's quite easy to do so. In your Premiere Pro project, add an adjustment layer on top of your film, put the crop effect on it and crop the top and bottom at 13%. Afterwards, make sure that all your clips still work in this framing. Otherwise, adjust the position slightly and voila, there you have it. Okay, enough talking, here are some clips shot with the Osmo Action. I hope this was helpful and that your Osmo action shots will look a little bit more cinematic now. If you have any questions left, leave me a comment, like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Cool, right? Yeah, bye!